Hello everyone, Anthea Durant here. Welcome to my podcast, Ancestral Wisdom and Evolution. I'm a spiritual teacher with over 20 years experience of helping others to transform ancestral patterns and also to connect to their own magical gifts. I have taught students from all over the world, and I wrote my first book in 2020, Illumination of the Shadow, Ancestral Wisdom from the Past for the Future. In this book, I outline all the factors that feed into the ancestral field, along with giving guidance on how to transform these patterns. I'm passionate about sharing more of this wisdom out in the world. So let's dive in and see what this podcast is all about. The other part of this podcast is to look at evolutionary practices. Evolution is happening in every moment, to the human body, to the planet, and to nature. Much of it is not visible, and the aim of this podcast is to make this knowledge more visible. I'll be interviewing many visionaries and pioneers of this consciousness. Some you may have heard of, and others you will not have heard of before. So the aim of this podcast is to make more visible those many pioneers that are working underground but still doing amazing work, thus expanding this knowledge to more of humanity. I'm looking forward to sharing this aspect of consciousness with you in this podcast. My own spiritual journey has taken me all over the world. I've been blessed to connect to amazing indigenous people and tribes and amazing spiritual teachers all over the world. From traveling on sacred sites, I experienced the feeling of oneness with everything around me, with the cosmos and with the earth. From these profound experiences, it made me passionate to help others to connect with everything around them. During my travels, I was told by a shaman I was here to help dead people. And from this experience, I then began teaching ancestral work. This podcast is about helping others to connect to the amazing ancestral wisdom keepers all over the world. Wisdom keepers that have been given direct transmissions of information over thousands of years from their ancestors. Wisdom keepers who have obtained knowledge directly from the earth, and wisdom keepers that have obtained direct wisdom from the stars and planets. And also I'll be sharing my own knowledge of wisdom from these experiences. I look forward to sharing these wisdom keepers with you. This is just a quick introduction into the podcast, but there's so much more. I'm looking forward to sharing new wisdom with you every 2 weeks. In the meantime, if you want to connect to me, you can connect to me via my website, Shamanism and Evolving Consciousness, or via my social media and Instagram and Facebook. Of course, there's my book, Illumination of the Shadow, which is available on various online forums. I'm looking forward to sharing this podcast with you. Thank you.